once you see it, it ruins it. Everything.
You looking at it now?
Oh my God.
A live reaction.
It just, there's no reason for there to be a shadow right there.
Bro, I was like,
And then
are they
it's
supposed to have like a
line,
beard?
so it's like,
Yes.
Hey, yo, is that a beard? That's crazy.
Bro, I didn't know what it
for
was,
real,
bro.
it don't work. And everybody got it.
That screen is wicked.
Even Shawty got it. Look at that. It's crazy.
Nigga.
What is
I hate
this?
here.
Everybody has gills. Look at this. Gills. That's terrible. I feel cheated. I'm just glad I finished that series before I figured that out, because that would have blew my mind. Because I still had to finish it.
What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to Together We Anime, the anime podcast where we watch, review, and rate a different anime every single month with the goal of getting everybody and their mama to watch and enjoy anime. We release new episodes the first week of the month, or the first Thursday of the month to be specific. And then you can find all of our episodes on all your major streaming platforms. And if you really want to feel immersed in the conversation, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you're already watching us from YouTube, don't forget you can find us at Together We Anime on Instagram and TikTok. All right, think I got all that out the way. For some reason, I feel like I haven't done this in like a couple weeks, but I haven't. Never mind. So anyway, my name is Nick, and I'm here with Nisho. So, Stik Braxton, and this week we have a returning guest from the TKOh podcast. This is our first time we had like a guest back to back like this. We haven't had this happen before, but Tae reached out and wanted to provide his commentary on Kuroko's basketball. And I'm glad he's here because somebody got to do it. Because it ain't going to
be. You ain't like it?
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. This month we watched season 1 of Kuroko's basketball. And we'll dive into the review of the anime in a moment. But before we get there, I'm going to give you a little overview of how our pod works. During this episode, we're going to discuss the anime over 4 different segments. Number 1 being our overall thoughts. Number 2 being the characters. Number 3 being the animation. And number 4 being the sound and all that good stuff. And at the end, we'll give the anime a 1 to 5 rating based on how much we recommend it to somebody. Right after that, we'll be using our magnificent anime wheel to choose our next anime our next anime to watch for next month. So make sure you stay tuned for that so you can watch with us. And most importantly, make sure you share your thoughts on Kuroko's basketball, because I would like to know, as sure with everybody else here. So without further ado, let's talk Kuroko's basketball. So here we go. My synopsis. Here we go. This is what this anime is about. Real quick, real short.
The most important part of this whole podcast.
Right.
It is.
It's about young men playing basketball, right? And there's this really good group of young men that play basketball in middle school called the Miracles or whatever. That's a singing group from like the 60s, but they're also a basketball team. Hey, yo! Something like that. And they split up and they go to different schools, and they all become their own version of like the final boss on their team. And so the blue-haired kid, he's on his own team, and him and his team, young LeBron James is on there, and they pretty much have to like face all these bosses on these different teams. And they grow in a sense. And then we get to the ending, which I'm not exactly clear on, but the season did end. So, it didn't go on forever. But yeah, that's my synopsis.
Season did end.
Nick's this your best synopsis.
It is. It did end.
That's your best synopsis. Oh my God.
I don't think it's my best one, but
it was the most succinct, if we're gonna be honest.
The first season, they were getting ready to go into the some championship.
The Winter Cup.
Yeah,
Winter Cup.
Oh, is that what that was called?
Jesus.
All right. Okay. All right. So with that said,
Almost choked
Wow,
on my
you don't
brother.
like it. I don't know how someone could not like that. Wow.
We all get there. We gonna God,
Uh,
God.
so let's
don't
start
worry.
off. So our first segment, which is our overall thoughts on the anime, we're gonna go ahead and start with our guest for the day, Pastor Tae, also known as Tayron Fleming for the day. So let us
You
know
go
your
out there? See? No, I'm joking. Yeah.
let us know your
Um,
overall thoughts on this
I
anime.
thought it was cool. Like it was one of those. It's a watch. You know what I mean? If I had to give it like a 1 to 5, you want to know my grade, like 1 to 5?
Not yet. We say that till the end.
Oh, okay. My first impression was it was just simple. I mean the storyline is generic. It's nothing new to it or anything. If you're somewhat familiar with anime, you understand the core line of it. You get the almost as you get better, you level up kind of system, but through basketball. And I thought it was a clever way of interpreting basketball. But be careful because you try that stuff on the real court, it don't work like that. You can't just use the force to teleport balls to people's hands. No diddy. But
Jesus Christ.
nevertheless,
Woo.
but I thought it was for what it was. I thought it was a really good watch. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole season. I enjoyed all the seasons actually. I finished that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Uh, Aomine's arrogance, also known as Nisho. We'll move on to you. How did you feel overall about this anime?
Oh, we're gonna get to that smug bastard soon. Um, for what Kuroko's basketball was, like I'd heard of it, I'd seen moments from it, like scattered, like I never saw it like in order. But first watch, I honestly enjoyed it. I genuinely did. I
Okay.
came into it with the expectation of I want to see fools get dunked on. I want to see some impossible basketball shit. I got exactly that. I'm not mad at it. Now, granted, the story that came along with it, I feel
Right.
like in some areas you see development more in some ways more than others. Again, I know we're gonna get to the characters, but like the overall, it's like it's an underdog story. Ain't nobody really mad at it. You know what I mean? But it's like you're seeing underdogs go up against like people who have like an even playing field across like 3 or 4 different teams with like just as OD powerful characters. So I mean, hey, I mean that's really the only thing I got against it. But other than that, like solid watch. Like I genuinely did enjoy it.
Gotcha. On to smoking layups, also known as Stik. How was your overall feelings towards anime?
Yeah, so going in, right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's basketball. I should like this. I should go in and I should enjoy it and I should have a good time. And the story itself is fine. It's about a group of ragtag regulars who, are basically led by one really good guy and another one who's considered a, I guess, a 6-man prodigy or whatever, but like, it's cool. They're trying to build their team up to be the best or whatever. And he wants his new friend to be the best player in Japan. And that's fine. That's cool or whatever. And I like anime. And so like that should be um
Oh shit.
um it's fine, right? If you're going in to try to be entertained, I think it's cool. I think if you're just trying to just sit back, you're trying to watch a show, and you just want to watch anime an anime about basketball, it's fine. It's cool. It's fine. But when you really love basketball, this shit is frustrating. This is different, bro. I was watching this show and
It is not basketball.
I was like, what? And like I'm trying to remember
They
like
don't
what
know
the
ball.
Bro, it gets
yeah,
worse.
right?
It
They
gets
did
so
not
much
know
worse.
ball.
Right? Like I know ball is life, but this is ridiculous. They took it to a whole nother level. I knew I was in for a different type of experience when at first I was like, okay, cool. They showing like the different basketball moves, but they kept talking like, oh my God, he moved laterally. I'm like, he did a jab step? Like, we don't have to make him.
That was
They
one of
aren't
my
special.
notes. That was one of my notes.
They aren't special techniques. They're just regular moves. What is this? I was like, no. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. I get it. They have to sensationalize it. That's fine. I knew I was a wrap when I saw old buddy shoot from the other end of the court and drain the three. I was like,
Peak.
all right, bro. I was like, all right, bro. What are we?
Steph
My man
Curry.
shoots from the other free throw line.
Steph Curry with the shot.
This is motherfucking peak.
He's shooting from the other free throw line. I'm like, all right, bro. Now you just playing in my face. Then my man Aomine, he out here doing street ball moves in the middle of a game. Not one carry was called, not a travel, not a double dribble, nothing. I'm like, what is this? This is terrible. This is not basketball. He's shooting behind the basket and shit, like behind his back. I'm like, yo, what is this? You can't do that. Skip to my Lou head ass nigga. Like, it was crazy.
Oh,
it was
hot
wild.
sauce ass nigga.
Yo, and
He's
one
literally
street ball.
hot sauce. Oh shit!
It was and one street ball, but like regular game.
I mean, it was hot
Right.
sauce.
Bro. And I'm done after this. But my main thing that was pissing me off. Why are they having full length conversations
During the
middle
game.
of play?
During the
Oh
game.
my God.
Bro, in the
Fast
middle
break.
of play.
Bro.
Bro.
That was one of my big notes when I wrote this. I was like, Stik will call this shit out.
And it's a fast break. I'm like, bro, there's no way.
They was running for like 2 miles on the court.
Bro, Cats is hitting layups and then they all just stop. Hey, I didn't know you had that move. I'm like, bro, get back on defense. What is this? This is terrible.
This turned the whole direction of the game. We can win now. You still down by 4. Get back on defense.
This game isn't over, bro. You were down 30 points with 20 seconds left. Shut your bitch ass up. What is this?
Stik, I swear, one of my notes was, I definitely see where Stik may have issues. Talking so much before a buzzer beater is crazy.
Bro, it's like the ball in the air and they just had like a 3-sentence conversation. Like, what is this?
So, question, Stik. So y'all never had like I don't know, full length deep dive conversations on your way back?
Yes.
I'm not having theological conversations with a dude running past half court. Like, what is this? The most I'm giving you, bitch ass nigga. That's what I'm saying when I'm running up the court, but that's it.
Foul.
That's it. Yeah, like, and one. They having paragraphs. Anyway, if it's entertainment wise, it's fine. But once you start thinking about basketball in reality sense, you got to throw it out the window.
You gotta wait. Once you get to the next seasons and he start to get, if you see how he shoots the ball, it's a wrap. You just like, yo, this ain't real life. It ain't real life.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna make it to season 2.
Hey, you ain't gotta worry about her score. Her score is very evident. Her score is very evident. You ain't even gotta ask what the score is.
Final part of anime.
Let me just say, I'm not a baller. I don't know ball.
Oh,
I don't know ball. So I don't even have the same exact gripes that Stik has about this anime. For what it's worth, the anime is cool. I'm giving it a hard time, vaguely, but it's cool. Like, I didn't hate it. You know, I made it through. I could have stopped watching it because 26 episodes of that was a lot. But I made it through. I do feel like it didn't need to be that long. I know I hit y'all in the chat about like the drawn out matches, and then y'all explained to me like these competitive, like sport-ish kind of anime, or the battles that y'all watched that went over multiple episodes and things like that. You know, I hear all that and everything, but I think if it wasn't for the lengthy, unnecessary dialogue during the matches, I could have dealt with it more. You know, like those conversations made the games stretch out so much more. Like I was willing to forgive all the silly basketball stuff when the action actually started happening. I was like, oh yeah, Kuroko's smacking the ball this way, and then Kagami coming in for the dunk. Like, sure, whatever, I'm here for it. But then when all of that would just break because they want to have a deep ass conversation and they want to talk about and oh the blonde boy wants to glaze Kuroko in the middle of the game and stuff like that. Like
We gonna get the Kisei. We gonna get the Kisei.
Like you're killing the vibes right now. You scaring the huzz, and I'm the huzz right now. And like I don't want to be here.
Hold the podcast.
I'm the huzz. It's crazy.
It's me. I'm the host.
That's crazy.
I'm the huzz right now.
It's me. I'm the host.
But yeah, it was a little too drawn out for me. But overall, it was okay. And I don't mind the storyline. You know, everything doesn't have to have like a deep meaning to it or anything like that. It's easy to watch, but it just really is too long for me. Like if you would have gave me the same storyline and like maybe like you probably couldn't do it in 13 episodes, but
that was the number I was gonna say though.
I mean,
yeah.
That was the number I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think they could have did it in 13. Okay, I felt like I was being a little too dramatic with 13, but I feel like they could have did it.
Opposite.
Yeah, you like the 26 episodes?
Drawn out game. I was like, bro, you ain't gonna end it like that. It forced me to keep watching.
Okay.
Like,
I could cliffhanger type of situation.
I was like, oh, y'all niggas want to do that.
Yeah. See, but I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with that if it was more like actual basketball action. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's probably more on me because it's like in watching basketball games, you're just so used to like things constantly happen. And then you watch an anime and your brain is like, wait, hold on. It's like if you got to watch a behind the scenes of it. But then again, I ain't never heard of nobody that I know that play ball for real talk about having full conversations on the court.
Bro, I couldn't believe
not even in the huddles.
Nobody I know. Ain't
the only person that talks for more than a minute straight is maybe the coach.
That's it.
I mean, maybe if you playing a game of 21 just to BS, you might spark up a conversation. But once it gets competitive, you don't even talk no more.
Exactly. 21, that's the most shit you're going to hear. That's it.
It was like, you just swish it and like, oh, your mama felt that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
your mama felt you.
Literally. You know what this fuck you three? Fuck out of here.
Like, push. Your mama felt that.
Big trash talk.
That's funny.
But yeah, so we're going to move into our second segment, which is discussing the characters in this anime. And I would like to start off with you, Nisho. So let us know how you felt about the characters.
Okay. All right. I will keep it brief because I feel like everybody's going to have an equal share in some measures about everybody. But I'm going to start with the man that I got as my nickname. This nigga, Aomine. He's the most broken motherfucker in the Generation Miracles. Let's call it for what it is. Like, he did shit. He did shit on the court that was damn near impossible to do in a real game.
Which one is that? I need to know about hair color.
Blue hair. Like dark blue hair.
Or purple, whatever how you want to describe it.
It was like a raven black with the purplish shimmer to it.
Hold on. I'm trying to.
He was like the most arrogant person out of all of them next to the green.
Bro, hey,
absolutely.
He was Allen Iverson. He wasn't going to practice. He just showed up at the game. You know what I'm saying? He showed up at the game.
Like, talking about practice.
Aomine is literally AI. Yes, he is. He's Allen Iverson. That's it. That's the perfect comparison. That's it. That is it. And
sidebar, I had 2 pairs of AIs growing up. They were my favorite shoes.
They were
just
good
wanted
shoes.
to say that.
I had his football jersey.
Hey, that's classic.
Nice. Damn, that's that's some good money right there. But this nigga Aomine, like he had me sold from when he first showed up, and the first thing he said to Kagami was, "I just want to know how long it takes before I get bored with you." I'm like, this arrogant bastard. But the thing is, I realized like the way they built his character, he talks so much shit because he can back it up naturally. And I'm like, okay, ain't no way he gonna be able to do all this shit. And just the impossible bullshit he does on the court backs up all the skill he has. I'm like, the arrogance is justified. It's
Yeah.
justified. He backs up all the shit. He blew out niggas in 153 to like what? A 50. You,
Bruh.
you can't not talk shit after that, bro. Like that's insane. That is insane to me. But that's just Aomine. Let's see. Kuroko. Okay, so I had alluded to something in the group chat, right? About like
Mhm.
where I was trying to understand where Kuroko's character came from. It didn't hit me until like the I think it was like the stretch of episode 11 to 13. He reminded me of Mob and Takemichi combined. It sounds crazy. Stik, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Hear me out.
One of them
Mob,
characters, one of them characters is an amazing written piece of anime greatness, and the other
okay.
is Takemichi.
Okay, no. I'm look, Stik, I'm right. Stik, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Let me cook though. Let me cook though. Look.
Yo.
Because
About to
Kuroko's
burn again.
ability, because in both Mob and Takemichi's case, with Kuroko too, their abilities are based on the people around him in a way, right? Kuroko is like this prodigy that's supposed to be immaculate at what he does, Mob. But it's dependent on others because he doesn't really have much ability of his own, Takemichi. That was it. That was really it. That was really it. That's really like my whole Venn diagram with that. But with Kuroko, I'm not going front. Like he can pass great, but at least for me, like the implication of what I'm seeing in like a basketball sense, I'm like, all right,
Sorry, y'all.
with him, no, you good, you good. Like with him being able to pass, I'm like, okay, wouldn't that also imply like, all right, you should be able to block if you're invisible. You should be able to steal if you're invisible. All you can do is pass, my
You
nigga.
gotta watch the
What?
other seasons.
I'm just
You gotta
strictly
watch
going off
it
the.
all. So it's hard for me just to go off the first season.
We in this case we got to. That's the only
I know we
thing. In
gotta
this
go.
case we have to.
I see your point if you just watch the first season, but if you watch it all, like that's part of his arc.
I say I want to believe you. I really want to, but
No,
yeah,
it really is. Like he
he
gets a he gets he gets a wet jump 15 footer. He get a wet 15 footer and look ugly. He shoots that
Dang.
shit straight up and it
Telling
just
everybody
lands.
the story that ain't gonna watch it. That's crazy.
Oh my bad.
oh shit! Oh shit!
Why I get the strays? I
Oh,
ain't make the
That
anime.
was that was a stray at the
Why I
anime.
gotta
That
get the
wasn't a stray at you.
that was straight to anime apparently. God damn. Yeah, I guess if I'm interested in the Winter Cup, I'll probably watch Kuroko's progress. I guess whatever. Kogmi, this motherfucker disrespectful. And until Aomine showed up, I was like, Kogmi's the most disrespectful motherfucker on this whole show. Cause he's got the natural skill, and like once it's refined, clearly I see how he can become a better player. Cool. But if we're talking like the most I wouldn't even say broken, but if Almina is like up here, right here is Midorima, the green hair fool. Like
Mhm.
di- I have never seen in like any other anime as far as like I guess sports related. This motherfucker was hitting threes in places motherfuckers shouldn't be hitting threes at.
Bro,
I'm like,
now
nigga,
he is the most broken. He's the most
nigga.
broken character. That's just not even fair, Jack.
And the fucked up part is it's like, look, I read my horoscope earlier, gang. You know what it said? Well, I'm about to watch all niggas 91 to 2. Like, what? Like,
Basically,
what? But the thing, and
basically,
again, and the same thing with Aomine, he can back up all the shit he talks, which is utter insanity. I'm like, yeah, the Generation Miracle is broken as fuck. And that's not even counting Kisei with him being able to copy everybody. But I'm like, this is utter insanity. Before I pass it off, I also tease this in the group chat. These NPC ass background ass characters, like anybody that didn't have a hair color, like what were we
damn.
doing? What were we?
That's facts.
Okay, yeah, all right. Now I'm hearing it. That was kind of fucked up. Like,
I mean, that's the way
but
they drew it up and wrote it. So
it was like it
Basically,
was like a good 3 or 4 characters that were talking shit that didn't need to be talking shit. I'm like, it was like four with the glasses, not Hugo, but it was like some guy
The
that looked
team
like him.
captain.
of
It
the
was
other
like
team, yeah.
the other team.
The,
Well, actually, like, bitch, what are you doing, gang? The fuck, you ain't playing shit. The fuck,
The short haired dude that kept getting smacked in the back of the head.
Yo, I was
Yeah.
getting so pissed. I was getting so pissed off of him, bro. I'm like, yo, what is your purpose, gang? Why you on the court? What
To
are
get
you
smacked in the head.
doing? Damn.
That's it.
Well, I'm gonna pass off from there. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
That was you know.
Ski.
Skibo. Oh man, I'm glad those days are over. We gonna go. We gonna
Sorry, that
go on
was
to
good.
Tay
That was good.
next. How do you feel about the character?
For the most part, they were generic for the most, but I ain't gonna hold you, dude with the green hair. The fact that you can go from all the way on the other side and just pop a three on command, I don't care with nobody. I don't know why he didn't win every game. That was that was bad coaching. I bring him coach because if you got,
Facts. Yeah,
I don't care how much you dunk. I don't care how much you dribble. Three is always more than two.
that is true.
Like, and if you really play ball, that's all you need. That is all you need because you need at least two people just to guard him, make sure he don't get an open three. So that
Nope.
nevertheless,
Nope. Nope.
it's just like the only thing I didn't like was some of the like. Well, obviously it's the anime, but they really didn't give a fuck about physics. So like the red dude went up for a dunk, and he was like, "Not today," and he went higher. You don't jump like that.
Not today.
You don't jump, interference, and decide to go higher. It just don't work. That's not how it works. That's not how it worked. I thought some of the like the buddy stuff, I just thought that it just felt real generic and really just like, okay, I know, like where the storyline is going to go with that whole friendship thing, and it's just like it's cool because it's regular, but it's nothing special at all. So like the storyline was the first season. I don't know. The first season is probably the worst season because once you get into it, like even the side characters you mentioned, they start getting their own personalities into it, and then it's just a lot. But I'll also say one of the things I didn't like, their comeback stories is just crazy. You can't be like 20 down with 5 minutes left. We can go on a run and just pull it off because he can pass and he can dunk. And it's just like, what? And then I don't know, did he hit the zone in the first season?
That I was gonna ask about that because I feel like either Kisei or Aomine did it, and I couldn't tell. Like I couldn't tell.
Well,
Yeah.
then they must have not did it. If he did, you would know it.
Yeah, it was
So
weird because they
but-
kind of teased it. But I was like, I didn't know. But
yeah, so even that, like, that starts to turn into like some bullshit. Like, cause then once you do that, it's like Mario and you eat the star. Like nobody can fuck with you.
Yeah.
But who was fucking with you anyway? But my biggest gripe is like when you do like the whatever the centimeters into inches or whatever and do the math, these mugs are still short. Red dude is 6'2", yamming on cats. And then when he did face the tall black guy, why he had to look like that?
you talking about the Senegal Titan, goddamn. Senegal Titan, that nigga.
Why? I'm getting tired of anime dissing us on the low. I
Big
want
ass
proper
Titan nigga,
representation.
goddamn.
I need proper representation. But even him, he was only 6'6".
Yeah.
Like, come on. It just, I was like, all right, well, this is whack because y'all ain't doing this for real. I mean, not like you would anyway, but like I was just like, all right. I don't know. I be trying to look for realism in my anime for some reason, and it was just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. But this anime is made for the person who can't play basketball. This anime, this anime is made for like the physics, Your major is mathematics. You don't go outside and you think you can outthink everything. This is what the anime is made for real. You can outthink basketball. If you think you can outthink basketball, this is the anime for you. But I personally liked it. I don't know. Like if you're into that type of anime, it might tickle your fancy. If you're not, you won't like it. But I felt like it was a lot of generic. At least the two guys becoming friends, that was kind of generic as it it progresses into something else. But like first season is just very. I feel like the first season is just setting up for the basketball world that they're going to tell throughout the other seasons. It gets a little bit deeper as you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go next. So my thoughts on the characters. Let's start with the MC, right? I really wanted to hate Kuroko. I did. Didn't feel like there was much to him. You know, I had the same note, kinda, except I would never compare him to Mob, but I did compare him to Takemichi. And from the sound of it, sounds like he does get better in the second season, which is an improvement from Takemichi because we all know he went through 3 seasons without learning how to defend himself. So, and my note for Kuroko is like he went through 26 episodes and never learned how to shoot a jump shot, which really annoyed me. But if he gets better in the second season, I'll take that back from him. But I really wanted to hate him, but then I realized he's me and I am him. So it's like
y'all are the same person.
So you do know ball, Nick.
Minus the basketball part. But he also can't play. So, but here's the thing. When I do play basketball, I can pass a ball. I'm good for a pass and I'm good for a steal. That's pretty much. Yeah. But you might get a 3 out of me too. So that's a little bit more than my man's in season 1. So like
Yeah.
But we are very similar. Like he's chill. He always has something positive to say. And when he needs to lock in and get in that beast mode, you know, he gonna lock in and get in that beast mode. And even when he's hurt, when it's a team effort, he gonna come in and put in the work to help his team be the best. And like I said, that's me. I am him. I can't even hate this man. I wanted to. He was getting on my nerves. He was kind of boring. But I was like, damn, that's me. Is this what I'm like in the real world? I don't know.
You're just like me for real.
Spider-Man meme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also wrote that the coach was useless. You know,
damn, Nick, you ain't fuck with the coach.
All she did was have that scan thing, which was useless.
Which was bullshit. It don't make no sense.
It was bullshit, and like I was willing to let it go because this is anime. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to let shit go for anime, but it was also useless. Okay, you let us know he only had 2 jumps left. We know the nigga is tired. Like, you know what I'm saying? He been balling for 4 quarters.
Hey, Nick, you got me crying. I can't.
Like, we don't.
But bro, that's about the thing. But just say he got like shin splints. Say he got cramps. They're like, he only has 2 jumps left. Just say he has it.
Right, but the boy was injured, gang.
It's like they were trying to teeter-totter on this line between like people having almost super abilities associated with the basketball, but also keeping it realistic. And I feel like they should have chose a route. Like, are you going to make them have some type of superpower abilities or are you not? Like, don't try to be in the middle. Because if they would have gave them super abilities, I would have been locked into this shit.
Sure.
But they tried to be in the middle. And it wasn't a good time. As for my favorites, I like Kagami. He had a good mix of like arrogance and kind of being in your face. He also was kind of annoying, but a lot of like side, like I don't know what to call them. Like they're not the main character, but like they're the next kind of in line, I guess. But some of them can be a little annoying, but
what, the secondary characters?
Yeah, I would call them that.
Yeah.
True. So yeah, some of them can just kind of be there sometimes, but I like Kagami. I could not stand Kisei, the blonde hair kid. Could not stand this man. Not only was he a copycat, but he like unnecessarily glazed this man all the time.
That's his man.
All the time.
That's
every
his
episode, like 3 or 4 times, been like, Kuroko is the greatest. I want to wash Kuroko's feet. He should never have to worry about anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, lips to ass. Like,
hey, yo. I want to watch this man. I want to watch this man feet.
Like, let this man breathe. Even Kuroko was like, chill. Like, he was like, it's not even all that.
God, I got actual tears in my eyes. I
You know what I'm
can't.
saying? Like, chill
Shit.
out, bro. Like, work on your actual skill and being like a unique baller instead of having to copy everybody else instead of laziness, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the gym.
Damn.
Oh
Hit
shit.
the
Hit
gym.
the gym.
And now on a more positive side, I actually liked that all the miracles had their own unique look, you know.
Yeah.
I liked that made them stand out amongst everybody else. And I can understand like in a basketball anime, it could be hard to give the other players their own storylines. So, you know, shout out to Tay letting us know that some of them do get some more personalities in the next upcoming seasons. But yeah, I like that part a lot about the characters. And that's it for me. So, Stick, you can go ahead and talk about your take on the characters.
First and foremost, let's get one thing straight. I want to make sure that I address something, and that is Nisho. Don't you
Yes.
ever put Mob and Takemichi in the same sentence ever again. Um, don't ever do that again. Not sure how
It,
I'm not sure how that
it
sentence even
was
makes sense.
it was just a Venn diagram. I wasn't trying to put them next to each other. It was just a Venn diagram. That's it.
Finn, pin, win. Don't ever do that again. Uh,
Uh,
um, so let's just try to go through some of the categories. Kukuro, sorry, Kuroko. I'm like Nick. At first, like when you see his basketball skills, as a basketball player, I don't like him. Like it just it's cool. I get the whole touch
Like, why are
pass
you
thing.
here?
Like cool, I get the touch pass
Why
thing. That's
even?
cool. I know past first point guards. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I know point guards who did not have jump shots. I get that. Rod Strickland didn't have the greatest jump shot. He got to the rim. Andre Miller didn't have the prettiest jump shot, but he shot it. My man, how do you were the sixth man and all you can do is pass and just be invisible and like
That was my
it's
point.
fine.
can't
That was
dribble.
it.
He can
Can't
barely do
dribble.
that.
Just
He,
pass.
he can barely do that.
Can't block or steal. Just a pet nigga.
You know
Like,
what I'm
come
Yeah, I
on,
saying?
think
bro.
I saw him dribble like twice
And then he got
outside.
that
Got
and got that shit stolen. Cookies. Anyway, um,
stolen multiple times.
They got that
but
Chocolate chip.
cookies.
But as a person, I like him. He is really chill. He's got a very positive outlook on what's called. And I just like the fact that he could have did what the other guys did and go to like a super school and probably would have been still successful. You know what I'm saying? A better school. But
Mm-hmm.
he's just like, I don't like the way they play basketball or whatever. I want to
Yeah.
play. He basically his thing is I like to play for fun. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
like to play for fun. I like to play the right way, and that's cool. That's basically what this story is trying to tell you. It's like, play the right way, team basketball, whatever. Team basketball, whatever. And
Teamwork.
You played
I,
AU ball.
Hey,
like,
that's
You
crazy.
it's like
played
whatever.
AU ball.
Team basketball. Like at some point, you gotta be like, all right, some of these dudes is bums. It's time to take the game over. Either way, but he's a cool dude. He's just real chill, and it's refreshing to see a main character that isn't like if you had asked me before we watch this show, right, who was the main character? Because I've only seen it in passing. I would have told you it's Kagami.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Literally.
like, oh, Kagami's the main character,
Literally.
but he's not. And so like it's weird that like we kind of had two main characters really, where it's
Yeah.
like him and then it's like your boy. So they work kind of as a tandem as the main character of the show. Speaking of which, Kagami, um, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's the most arrogant person in the show. I know Nisha has said that.
Mm-hmm.
Really, after the first couple episodes, he kind of softens up and he tries to be. He still thinks he's nicer than everybody. And he still wants to take the challenge to everybody, but he's not like skipping practice or he's like talking down to
Right.
anybody. He's really
Mm-hmm.
trying to
Yeah.
be
He's
integrate
putting in
himself
the
into the
work.
Like
team.
genuinely, yeah.
Yeah, he's really trying to watch guard. Now, I think it's funny that he came from America and he acts like that. That's kind of a shot at America. Hilarious, by the way, by me. I think it's funny. I think it's funny as fuck. But yeah, he's a cool character, whatever. Midorima, he's very eccentric. The whole let me go and file my nails, make sure that they perfect. So when it comes off that ball and I shoot from the other baseline, it just swishes. He was turned around before Steph Curry even thought about doing that. Apparently, uh, I
That's where
mean
Steph
that
got it
yeah,
from.
I'm so glad
yeah.
you mentioned that.
That's the inspiration. I didn't mind Kisei. Kisei was cool. Like he's his okay. Really quickly, right?
Mhm.
Why did they give us that random backstory about Kisei in the middle of the anime?
Oh, I know what you. Yeah,
Just
that
we were
episode.
going. It was
That
like
was, yeah.
episode, and it was about to be him versus Aomine, and it was like, you know who we should talk about right now? Let's see why Kisei became basketball. For what though? Like it was just so random.
There's a reason for that at like the last season. There's a reason for it.
Okay.
For all
Um,
of it. You'll see
okay.
it like all of them will have their own type of.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, or if you want me to, I can tell it. But
No, I'm an
it,
anime
it
whore. I'll probably end up watching this bullshit. Anyway,
yeah.
I know myself, bro. Um,
Love you, brother.
I I thought Rico was fine. I don't know. I understand how a student can be the coach of a basketball team. I still have not figured that part out. It's still bothering me. Like, is it a basketball club or is it a
You
basketball
can keep
team? I need
score.
answers.
You run the scoreboard.
Now,
Yeah, like I need answers. I'm not mad at her being a coach. I'm not mad at her being a woman being a coach. I don't care about that. I just need to know how a student who is going to the same class as everybody else is the coach of the team. That doesn't make any sense. She's going against adults. So it never made sense to me. I did think it was cool that they did. It was like a refreshing take on the beach episode. So they went to the beach, but it was
for
the dudes who went
once.
to the beach and who were the whatchamacallits. And it was different. It was a different way to do it because in most anime, the beach episode is just a way for the animes to put titties all over the whatchamacallit. Even though the high school girls,
Mhm.
it's always weird. Whatever. Um, and they didn't do that, so I was really happy that they didn't do that. But there can only be one great character in this show. And I think we all know who it is. Stole the screen every time that he popped on the screen. He didn't have many lines, but when he spoke when he made his presence felt, it spoke volumes. And that's the dog. What a cute
Oh
fucking
God!
dog, bro.
A
When I tell
dog.
you that dog, every time he popped on the screen, I was like, you know what? I'd love to have that dog. Really good dog. Really don't take away too much time. Just really shows what it means to be a
Thought it was
professional
funny.
when it comes to this anime. So I
I
want to show a
am
salute
A
to number
dog.
2. Shout out to
absolutely.
you.
I can't. I was not ready for that.
A dog.
Oh
Shout out to
shit!
that dog. It was very, very cute.
It
Yeah.
was.
Very cute.
Shout out to the dog. I guess I was not ready for that stick. Oh
Hey,
my God!
I guess
Who would have thought a little puppy addition to the show would like, add something
Stole the
to it
show.
that you didn't know you needed?
there you go.
Because
The
why? Because
levity.
why was he there? No,
Because
no
why
one
was he
knows.
there?
Great question.
In that same regard, right before we move on, how we all feeling about Momoi, the other coach that was with Aomine? How we feeling
Oh,
about her?
the pink hair girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, my
You-
boy pulled the baddie. He you know what I mean?
right.
Shout out to him.
wait, who was she with?
Remember, she's the
The
girl
pink
that
hair
like
girl.
She was
yeah
down
she's
horrendous for
Oh,
Kuroko.
Kuroko. Oh,
yeah
yeah.
She
Okay.
was
Yeah,
down
yeah, yeah,
The
bad
yeah,
other
for
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You know,
One-sided
I
romance.
can relate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the quiet ones that got the charm. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
that's a
nigga,
The
fact.
pop it.
charm.
Nigga, pop your shit. Nigga, pop your shit.
I like how you fixed that real quick. The last one's the
Yeah,
charm.
yeah, the charm.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go on to our third segment, which is talking about the animation. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Stik this time. Let us know how you felt.
Okay, right. So,
Mm-hmm.
like Nisho said, the people who had different hair colors, I like their animation. I like the way they look. I like the way their builds were different. I like the way, um, they were just very more pronounced, right? More pronounced than other characters. Everybody had a unique look. I really like Kuroko. I like the way he really looked because like he has this like real. You could tell how chill and how relaxed he always is, just by his face. He doesn't smile
Mm-hmm.
much, and when he does, you can really tell when he does it because it's even if it's really slight, you can see it, and I like that. It's
Yeah.
very pronounced. The background characters are just that. The dog,
Ha ha.
the dog looks amazing.
God damn it.
The I wasn't a fan of some of the basketball action because
Hmm.
um the running, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're jogging in place. It's like you're on a treadmill. It's on some points, and I get it. So it happens with some animations because you're trying to slow it down, like to allow this long conversation that shouldn't be happening to happen, right? So you have to have
Right.
the animation do that, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that kind of bothered me. But there was one thing that bothered me the entire time, and I don't know if
Uh-oh.
it bothered anybody else.
Uh-oh.
The neckline thing.
Yes. I'll talk about it.
Hmm.
So what thing?
So in
It's like the shading.
right, the
Oh,
shading of like when
oh, okay.
the neck
I
thing,
see what you mean.
it was so distracting. Like at first I was watching, I was like, okay, cool. But then like I'll catch myself watching it, and then whatever reason my brain would be like, yo, remember that neck shading thing? And I'd look at it, and I would have to turn my brain off from looking at it like for the rest of the thing. I'm like, yo, this is ugly. Like I didn't.
It's
It was
ugly.
just such a bad animation. I'm trying to remember who did this animated. What's call it? Um, I'll look that up and then I'll pop in when I have it. But overall, the animation is fine. It's fine. Like I say, if you're a main character or like a character of prominence and like importance, you look fine. But everybody else was kind of generic in a sense. So, oh, and the black guy, not great. Not
At
at all.
all. Foul on the play.
There
Yeah,
were no
not
black people around during the development of those characters.
not great. And the crazy thing is, like, I
We
can
just all
excuse
black
like
nigga. We got it.
his
What?
depiction. I can excuse his depiction, but then how they made him sound, I was like, that's a white dude doing that voice. Stop it. There was no way that was a black dude doing that voice. There's just no way.
No.
Not in the English
Absolutely
dub, no.
not. No, not at all.
Never is,
But
unfortunately.
yeah, that's it. I'll look up the animation studio in a minute. So y'all
Gotcha.
got it.
All right, so I'll go ahead and go next. For the animation, I will say, but some of the movements I wasn't a fan of at all either. Like, I agree with Stik. Like, some of the movements when they were like running or they were trying to slow down like the tweens, like it just looked like a sticker moving across a moving background. And that was just not easy on the eyes,
Right.
wasn't very fun to
Yeah.
watch. And overall, it just looked washed and like it just wasn't a fun visual to look at the whole time. And as well, I have in my notes that the shading, I kept staring at it. I couldn't help it. It was like when somebody got like a big mole on like a
Yeah.
weird space on their face and you try not
Yeah.
to stare at it, but you just keep staring at it.
Yeah.
That's what kept happening. I'm just like, I'm trying to watch this anime, but like the lines, and it wasn't just on their neck either. It was in like other weird parts wherever they were trying, I guess, show like some type of shading. I don't know what illustration school they went to, but they need to go get their money back because it
Damn.
wasn't worth it.
Damn.
And so I was like, you know what? This anime was made in 2012 or whatever.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go back through and look at some of the anime that we watched that was made before 2000. Well, not 2002, 2012.
Mhm.
So we've watched Death Note. I
Yep.
like the animation in that. We've watched Angel Beats. I like the
Yep.
animation in that. We watched Michiko and Hachin, which had its issues, but I liked the animation in that. Samurai Champloo, animation was great. Don't like the anime, but School Days, the animation was pretty solid.
Greatest of all
So,
time.
okay.
Never. Fuck out of here. Never.
And so it's not like great animation wasn't happening during that time period. So for them to drop the ball on this is like they maybe should have taken more time or maybe hired a different illustrator to handle this because whoever did it, they lied on their resume. And I don't appreciate it.
Nick.
So
Damn.
I'm gonna leave my commentary on animation there. Tay, you can go ahead and let us know how you felt about it.
I mean, you guys said everything. I just thought it felt and looked cheap.
Mhm.
Almost like they ain't have a budget to really make all the scenes they wanted to make. Because like you say, like when he jumps in the air, it's just him, and then you see stick figures and they happen to be moving in a certain, it just felt like you could have just made that scene of him dunking on cats. Like
Mhm.
instead you make him glide for 15 seconds, and then it was just a lot. I thought you could do a different, that's my main gripe, honestly. That, and then like if you again, if you didn't have like colored hair, you were kind of an afterthought. It was kind of like connect the dots with the face. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Nose two, eyes three. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
that. And which is crazy because those side characters actually become, as the season progresses, they got their own arc too, which is wow when I think about it. Um, the first season wasn't that good when I think about it. You
This is like your
know,
third time saying.
Damn,
Yo,
bro. Like,
because I gotta keep thinking of the whole. I keep thinking of the whole season, the whole
Yeah.
thing, and not just the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of rough for me. But like the anime is just, I just think of it as cheesy, cheap anime. As far as the animation, it's just not. Like if you watch a show on Tubi, you know what you're gonna get as far as quality, and I just
Fair
kind of feel
point.
like
yeah,
that's what this type of anime is. That's what we're getting. So I just kind of leave it at that and just take it for what it is. Uh,
I feel
but
that.
but this whole anime is kind of just a fun anime. It's not. I don't take it serious, so I'm kind of grading everything at a curve of, it's kind of just, there's just something to watch when you eating cereal. Like it's just kind of a chill, like okay, anime.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how I look at it. So I don't know. It's a little different
Gotcha.
for me, but
Gotcha.
that's my
Gotcha.
take. Hmm.
Nisho, let's wrap up the animation with you, friend.
damn. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't really have too many problems with the animation, but like the more y'all are saying the things that I didn't really peep the detail on, and the more I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, damn, no, that definitely does stand out. Like a lot of the stillness in between some of the plays that we're doing in the middle of the game, a lot of the
Mhm.
like halted movements. Like, yeah, I'm like, fuck. Like, I mean, at least for me, like visually, I did appreciate what they did with everything and the character design and everything, and as far as actual animation, like yeah, I feel like it could have been better. And I feel like to more to Tay's point, I feel like as the seasons progress, it might be a different quality, it might be a change in quality, whatever. You know what I mean? But like for what it is for season one, I'm like, it was cool. It's cool. Like I'm again now that I'm really thinking back on like a lot of y'all points, I'm like, yeah, nah, yeah, nah. Those things were there. They were very visible. Now the shadow thing, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't peep until y'all said it. Now I gotta go back and watch. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
once
ain't
you
checked that
see
out
it,
either.
You,
you never gonna be able to unsee
that's what I'm saying. You'll never unsee it, bro. Like it's just there
I
the entire
in,
time.
in advance, I hate you guys. Anyway,
I'm so shocked
in
y'all ain't
advance,
noticed
thank
it.
you. Fuck you guys.
Yeah,
It's
like
like so prominent.
it was like
I
the
mean,
first episode. I'm like, yo, what is that? And I thought it was,
what?
but I was like, it'll probably stop like after a couple episodes. But not, no, it's just that's how they drew them. I was like, I guess. I do have the production studio.
Woo.
Production I.G did the anime. Um, when you think about some
Oh
of the anime that
man.
they did, it's kind of weird about the animation. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex season 2. They did
Oh,
IGPX, the Cartoon Network anime that they had.
nice.
They also did, hold on, they
You
did
right.
Blood
You cannot
Sea.
see it.
God damn
Yes,
it.
yes. They did Psychopaths. Um,
Oh, they just like I hate it here.
what's
I hate
crazy?
it.
What's crazy is they did the, I want to say it's the volleyball Haikyuu. They did
They
the
did
volleyball.
Haikyuu.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh,
like the
that yet?
animation gets significantly better, which is crazy because it's only 2 years afterwards. So it's
That
very
Hmm.
is
interesting that they maybe the animation just got, maybe they fired some people that did the own. It's like we gotta get somebody
I'm
else
about
in
to
here.
say somebody got fired.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, so they did a lot of those, and they had some new ones also as well on there. They did a lot of Fooly Cooly, Kaiju number 8. They did some of those as well. So they definitely stepped their game up. But yeah, animation was definitely different in this one.
damn.
Mm.
They did fully cooly.
You know,
Damn.
once you see it, it ruins it.
You looking
Everything.
at it now?
Oh my God. What did it say?
A live reaction.
It just because now it's like you can't help but noticing it just sticks out everywhere.
If you want to see more live reactions from Tay, listen to TKOh on our podcast anyway.
It really does ruin the whole thing. There's no reason for there to be a shadow right there.
Oh my God.
Bro, I was like,
And then
are they
it's a
supposed to have like a
line, so
beard?
it's like
Yes.
Hey, yo, is that a beard? That's crazy.
Bro, I didn't know what it
for
was,
real,
bro.
it don't work. It don't work. Because it don't even look like a shadow, it just look like lines. Like somebody just decided to
And it's really bad when it's just the neck up. When the shot is just the neck up, because that's half the screen.
and everybody got it.
That screen is wicked.
Even Shawty got it.
Oh no.
No,
She
for
got a
real.
foot.
Like you're in the shade, but yet it doesn't leave.
God damn
Bro.
it.
Yeah, it was very distracting, bro.
This is great.
I'm
This
glad I didn't see that at
is
first because I would have
great.
never watched it.
Oh my God.
That's bad. Can you see that?
What? Oh my God.
Yo, this has never happened in history.
Look at this.
Look at that. It's crazy.
Nigga.
What is
I
this?
hear.
Nisho, you really didn't see that the whole time.
Cause I'm watching
like
this on my
gills.
phone, like for real.
I've never noticed that until just now. And
Yeah, somebody
doesn't
got fired for
they
that
all
shit.
have gills.
Gang, what?
Everybody has gills.
Yo, we gotta move on. Gang, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Oh, I can't do this shit.
Look at this. Gills, 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 gills. That's terrible. I feel cheated. I feel lied. He lied to me.
I feel like I ruined Christmas, bro.
You did. I'm just glad I finished that series before I figured that out, because that would have blew my mind. Because I still had to finish it. That would have blew my mind.
Now I can think of it just as gills now. I didn't even think of that. I was just the
Mhm.
lines itself was already jarring, but now gills.
It's gills.
Yeah.
Everybody got gills.
Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the last segment. So, the last segment that we have to discuss is the sound. I don't have much to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. Number one, there's not much to note for me with the sound.
Damn.
I did like, you know, shout out to my sound bar. Some of the like boom, bow, pow, surprise,
Boom,
noises.
bow. Blink.
They did catch my attention because while I was watching this, I was doing other things. I was folding laundry, cleaning the house, doing all kinds of stuff. And when I heard the noises, I was like, "Ooh, a game is on!" And then I sat down and watched the matchups. So shout out to those. Outside of and even some of them actually, I was about to say outside of the miracles, but a lot of the voices sounded the same to me. And then even when I sat down and like would watch the dub version, even the Japanese voice actors, even they sounded the same. So it was like it was so monotonous as far as like the voice acting and the music. I have no notes on the music. I don't really remember too much about it. Yeah, that's it for me on the sound. Let's go on to Nisho. How'd you feel about it?
Oh boy. So funny thing is, Nick, I'm like I halfway agree with you as far as the music, right? Like I'm gonna go with the actual theme songs and not going to the insert music. First half of the theme, it's okay. Not really noteworthy. With that second half, for me, it matched the vibe of the whole anime way more. I love the second half theme. Insert music, it's a darker than black situation, right? The insert music for me, I feel like it matched all the intense moments, all the chill moments. I feel like it matched it pretty good, honestly. Voice acting, like watching the English dub, it was cool. Wasn't really nothing like extravagant, nothing to write home about. But I think off of Aomine alone saying, "I'm just waiting to see how long it takes before I get bored with you." I'm like, that was line of the whole fucking anime because I'm like that just described his whole personality in one bar. I'm like, cool, there it is. That's the one.
Mhm.
Um, overall sound design, like it was cool. I feel like it matched what it was supposed to be. Just motherfuckers playing basketball, getting yammed on. That was really it. I feel like it did it justice. So that's how I feel about it.
Gotcha. Stick. Let us know how you felt.
Yeah. I watch a dub because I don't believe in the sub over dub thing. I just don't care. I just listen and watch the show as you want. I don't really give a fuck. But it was
There
fine.
you go.
I want to talk about the music first. I don't care about either of the theme songs. Don't care. It's I skip them every time. Usually if there's a theme song that I really love, I'm like, you know what, I got to hear it at least once or twice. I didn't care. I got really tired of the intro where they kept telling me about back in the day there was something about the generation
The
of terror.
TKOh middle school
There
basketball team.
among them there
The
used to be a
generation of
sixth
miracle.
man, but we don't know if his is. I'm like, yo, shut up. Skip intro every
No
time. Like, bro,
basketball record.
yo, my God. So yeah, I didn't need all that. I will say that the voice actors were cool in the English dub, and I have a few names here that we may be familiar with. So let's start off with Rico, the coach. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she is Abby Trott. She is best known recently for Momo from Don Da Don, the new anime that's been sweeping the nation, right? Um,
Nice.
but we know her from Tokioki from the Elusive Samurai.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
shout out to
that's that.
Nice.
her.
Yes, so definitely shout out to her. Midorima, he worked on Trigun Stampede as Legato. He worked on
Oh
Sakamoto
shit.
Days as well as Odd Taxi. But he's best known for Frieza in the Dragon Ball Super adaptations. Aomine is Ben
Nice.
Diskin. He worked on Hunter x Hunter, but we know him from as Miyagawa on Mob Psycho. He was also Satoru on Erased, the
Mm.
best anime we've watched so far, and
No.
Eugene
Nice.
from Hey Arnold. That's crazy. Um, and then finally,
Wow.
and then finally,
All right,
Kagami.
Eugene.
Yeah. And finally, Kagami is Zeno Robinson, one of the hottest voice actors rising up in the ranks over the last decade. Shout out to us. He's also black. Shout out to him. He worked on Demon Slayer,
Mm-hmm.
Fire Force, My Hero, Zom 100, another one I want us to watch. But we know him from as recently as Hanma from Tokyo Revengers, and he was also Ishikawa
Nice.
on Horimiya. So I think some decent guys there on working on some good stuff. So it was
Yeah.
solid for me.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I think that's like the second anime where, at least from me, I didn't really enjoy the anime, but they hired the right voice actors, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
they opened up the curses. All right, Tay, on to you. How did you feel about the overall sound, like as far as voice acting, music,
Um,
anything?
yeah. I mean, I thought the basketball sounds are pretty good. They got all the ball bounces right. My main gripe when I think about it is the lack of hip hop in basketball. Like the lack of a hip hop influence
Yeah.
was wild when I think about
Talk
it. Because
about
even
it.
when I think about the intro, it was more like kind of rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? I would
Mm.
have liked to see a little bit more hip hop element in basketball. Um, yeah, I just think those two go hand in hand. They could have had some type of I don't know where this was made, but they could have had more hip hop elements of it. But other than that, I guess because I'm a noob, so I don't know what bad audio sounds like versus good. It did its job, I think, as far as the voice acting, it portrayed what it had to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not gonna win any awards. Like it's just everything was just kind of solid. Um, it was just kind of solid. It was like almost like they had a script and they just stuck to it. They knew what they had to do to make a decent anime, and they just kind of there was no leaps or bounds. There was no
No
risk
risk.
taking.
Yeah.
It was just kind of everything was just kind of like I think it was cheap, but like I've seen that style plenty of times in the past. It was nothing groundbreaking about this anime other than it was about a sport. And I don't know how groundbreaking that is either. So, um, I don't know. You guys, I need to stop doing this because you kind of making me look at basketball in a bad light. I thought it was a positive until I came on here. But I mean, the sound, it was just kind of basic, and I thought it could have had a little bit more hip hop elements when I really think about it. And when I really think about it, that kind of lets me down. But yeah, that's it. Especially when you got a main character who's coming from America,
Yeah.
and that's kind of wild. But yeah, that's it.
No, I feel that because hip hop is pretty much a part of like basketball culture.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, I ain't
Stik,
gonna
what were you
lie.
about to see?
I ain't gonna lie. If they did that whole back in the day, the generation of miracles did it. If they did all of that, right? If they did all of that, but then the theme song said pump, 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 pump it up. I'm like,
Bump it
all right, I'm
up.
in there. I'm in there.
So get back to NBA Street is wicked work. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, you know
That's
what?
diabolical.
Let's watch both seasons. Who cares?
Mhm.
All 3 seasons. Why
Yeah, let's
not?
watch. Get in
Mhm.
there.
Or like, oh man, if
You
Aomine started coming down the court and they played that jank, the we don't give a what, we don't give a what,
You
get it
feel
on the
me?
floor,
Oh, get it on the floor.
breathe in,
But I will
breathe
say
out, breathe
the
in.
last episode, it will make you so mad at this the whole show. The last episode will make you just like, what? What did I do this for? That's all
Why
I'm
would
gonna
you say
say.
that?
If you decide to watch it,
Yeah, why would you say that? Because I'm not
Damn
saying
it,
I didn't
Tay.
watch
Damn
it. I'm
it,
not saying I
like
did watch it, but I may not have fully comprehended what happened in the last episode. So, break it down for us
Facts.
real quick.
oh my god.
the full last episode, like the last
Not you
last
ain't gotta
episode
break down.
Dude,
Oh wait, the whole
No,
of
three
the
he's talking
whole
about the
thing,
seasons?
the
whole
last
anime.
episode of the whole thing will you be like,
Sir,
yo,
Oh,
what?
then yeah,
sir,
nah, never mind.
sir.
I
You
ain't gonna say
gotta,
nothing,
Dude,
because
but it
they
definitely make
still
you
gonna watch
question.
the other season.
for
So
the viewers and maybe us, maybe. Like for the viewers. Like,
all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into these final ratings. So, here it is, our favorite part of the podcast, where we give y'all a 1 to 5 rating of the anime that we watch. So, number one being like, you don't want nobody to watch this anime. You rather watch Toast Toast. You rather watch paint dry. You rather watch grass grow. Don't watch this anime. And number 5 being, you want everybody to watch this anime. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell the dude at the gas station that this anime is fire and everybody need to watch it. So we'll be giving y'all 1 to 5 ratings with a little bit of an explanation of why. And, tell a friend and tell a friend. All right. So for our final ratings, we're going to go ahead and start off with Tay, our guest for the hour. So, Tay, give us a little overview and let us know your rating on 1 to 5 or how you felt about the anime or if you would recommend it.
Yeah. I personally like the anime, but I don't think I would recommend. Like, if this was your first anime, I wouldn't recommend it. It really is just kind of. I'll give it a 3.5, I guess. Like,
Okay.
I would. I don't. Yeah, I would recommend it, but it wouldn't be first on any list. Like, even
Gotcha.
when I think of sports anime, it's not the first one I would pick. But it is it's a decent anime for what it is. If you're just looking for something to watch, it's 2 in the morning and you eating cereal. Perfect anime to put on.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect anime to put on. You okay?
Yeah, it's my mom.
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
sorry about that. Yeah, so yeah, I would say 3.5 is what I would give it. Decent, but not extraordinary.
Gotcha. All right. Let's go into Nisho. Let us know how you felt.
All right. Kuroko's basket. All right.
Kuroko.
Yep, I honestly was confused with how there was a lot of different pronunciation how they said Kuroko and the whole thing. I was like, baffling because Japanese translations, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, Honestly, I enjoyed it. I genuinely did enjoy this one. Yeah, a lot to pick apart as far as like, yeah, could this actually happen in a basketball game? No. Um, the 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 basketball fuckery that occurred with like the impossible physics, I absolutely enjoyed it. The dialogue specifically from between Momo and Rico, like, I actually anticipated that this would happen, so we had to plan ahead for 2 point. I'm like, I don't think actual coaches are like planning that far ahead. I'm gonna be dead ass. I
Mhm.
really don't think they are.
Mhm.
Um, Bearing that in mind, I really did enjoy this. I really did. Uh, I forgot to mention this during the like the characters thing. Kuroko airbending out of nowhere was just complete fuckery. I just want to point that out. I was like, this nigga started
He turned
earthbending.
into
We're just gonna
Aang.
Cause
Yeah.
this nigga winded this bitch up right here and said, all right, full court lob. I'm like, okay, all right, fuck it, we here. Fuck it, we here. Fuck it. All right. We just gonna let it slide, whatever. Um, bearing that in mind. Okay, I can hear again. Lovely. Bearing that in mind, I was bouncing between two scores. Cause like one score is because I genuinely enjoyed what I got, and that was just motherfuckers getting dunked on. But being more realistic, um, I'm gonna go same store as say. I'll say 3.5.
Okay.
I genuinely enjoyed this. Honestly, I would recommend this. I'm not gonna lie. For anybody who wants just to
Okay.
see just some ridiculous shit with basketball, watch it. If nothing else, the first season. That's my rating. 3.5.
All right. All right, Stick, on to you. Let us know your rating.
So here's the thing, right? As a basketball player, I could never,
Uh-oh.
I could never suggest this to another basketball player. It just, I would never do that. I could never
You ain't gonna send
look
this
up.
one to King?
I can, hey man, I could
Yeah, King
never look
probably pissed
another
off.
hooper into the face and be like, "Yo, you gotta watch this basketball anime, bro. Like, you gotta check it out." You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I get my card taken away at that point, right? Um, I'll say this: one of the things that it did get right and that I enjoyed seeing, is just the camaraderie part of it. When I
Hmm.
Yeah.
watched them in their travel suits, going and walking together, going to the restaurant, eating together, going to the gym, staring down the other team, watching the other team play. It brought me back, bro. Back when I was hooping or whatever, and rolling in with the guys, talking some shit, talking slick talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Getting ready, just getting hyped for a game. Like they got that part correct. Like they were goofy. A lot of those guys were goofy, but you know what I'm saying? I understand that part, and I did like it was very nostalgic for me. Um, then once they started playing, that's what everything went out the window. But I'll say this as an entertainment piece, if you go in and you're like I say, if you're just somebody who maybe you're not a hooper or you're a casual basketball watcher, or like you're like if the sliders are anime here, basketball here, I think you're fine. If that shit like this, I wouldn't do that, right? Um, I just wouldn't. You have to go in with a certain mindset.
Hmm.
Once I was able to adjust it, it was easier to digest. I do think the season one kind of ended very abruptly. Like I know it sets us up for Kuroko and Kagami to build their version of basketball, build their style of basketball, because that's what they're seeing with the other guys, like Kise with his copying, Midorima with his shooting,
I mean,
Aomine with his travel and carrying and all types of other illegal moves. Like they everyone has their own style of basketball, and they really don't have theirs yet. You know what I'm saying? They're
Hmm.
still learning, they're still trying to build it. So they do leave you on a decent cliffhanger. I just think that the abrupt ending was a little too jarring for me.
Hmm.
Overall, season one, I'm gonna give it a 2
You're a
because
hard grader, Jack.
hey man, listen, I'm very I am nothing but if I'm harsh, I'm also fair. Recommended wise, it's just hard for me to recommend. It's like I wouldn't recommend like right off the bat. Like
Hmm.
I'll be honest, if you take away IGPX, which is like a racing anime, but it's mecha or whatever, this is
yeah.
technically my first sports anime, right? So if that's my baseline, um, it's tough because I've heard about different other sports anime where it's kind of there's still that aggressive anime element to it, but I guess it's a little bit more based in realism or whatever. So I don't have much to grade it onto. So I like to start off kind of lower. Now I could watch another one and be like, oh no, Kuroko was bodying this, right? But I'll have to see. I'll have to wait and see. So I like to start off a little bit lower. But I would say if it's probably good for a first sport anime. I'll say that. But you have to understand that you're going in that it's not real basketball. It's basketball played by Saiyans. This is real Dragon Ball.
Right. Basketball adjacent.
Yeah, this is real Dragon Ball. So yeah, I'm gonna go 2 and 5 out of day. We'll see how I go when we watch, or if I watch other seasons.
Gotcha. All right. As for my final feelings towards this anime, I know it may come off as I really dislike this anime. But it's not that deep, you know. I will never watch it again. Maybe
No,
I
it
will
sounds like I
put
didn't like this anime, but I will never watch it again.
Hey, yo.
but I may possibly put season 2 on the wheel just because I would watch it if I had to. But I'm not watching it out on my own free will.
If
Oh
I ain't
my
gotta
God.
watch it, I ain't gonna watch it.
So that's that. There's a lot of anime I would never watch a sequel to. So
Sure.
Valid.
but this isn't about me. It's about if I would recommend it. I would love to give it like a 3, but I don't feel like, for me, my 3s are for like if I feel like the average viewer would enjoy this anime. And I don't think on average most people would. Just because like it's a little too drawn out and the animation isn't that great. Like I feel like it would lose people sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a 2 out of 5 just because I do think it's like you said, Tay, like if you just want to sit down, chill, watch it while you eat some cereal. Maybe if you got some kids at the crib and you want to put some anime on that's like somewhat family friendly and stuff like that, you can throw this on, you know, just let it play in the background while everybody's playing board games or some shit. You know, like it's not that deep and you can still follow the storyline. And there's like always some type of challenge happening. Like the games are always happening, like they're always working towards something. So there's those stakes there that, you know, a lot of people need in anime to enjoy it. So it's not bad in a sense of I wouldn't say nobody should watch it, so I can't give it a 1. But it's a little step above a 1, and I give it a 2 out of 5.
Stik, Nick, y'all gave this peak ass anime 2s. How dare you?
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
How dare
I'm
you?
already on edge because my little cousin was talking about some Super Mario Galaxy SP. And I sat in that movie theater wanting to throw
movie?
shit at the screen.
Wait, the
That
movie?
movie was the middest of mid.
Oh, damn.
It was
Damn.
ass to me. But
That movie was
what do I know? I'm an adult.
Fuck.
The midst of mid.
the middest, the finest of mid. I've swirled it into my wine glass. Like
The finest
Yeah.
of me.
like it was crazy, bro. I was like, yo, why am I ready to go to sleep? What is this?
Facts. I might have to record a separate video of me like for TikTok reviewing that movie because I was flabbergasted.
Man.
I couldn't believe
I
it,
got,
bro.
well, guess I ain't watching that shit.
Just wait for it to come to streaming, bro. I promise you. You'll be fine.
Ah, damn.
Nintendo don't even need more money. That's the other thing. They don't need the
Facts.
money.
Stop making
You
this
didn't
shit.
have to do this.
Yeah,
Mind you, the first movie was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna
It was
lie.
fire. I
It
liked
was
the
really
first
dope.
movie.
I
It's
gotta
like-
go watch the first one because this one was not a good representation of Mario.
It's like
Nah,
shitting
the
on
first one was
Galaxy
good.
because
The
Galaxy
first
is
one was really good.
because the Galaxy game for
And
me.
I
I
wanted to
love
hate
the
the first
Galaxy
one.
games. Like they're great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second was a cash grab.
Crazy work.
Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
God.
Jesus.
Sorry, that's a kids show. Forget that stuff. All right, y'all. So y'all just heard our ratings. You know, on average, that's about a 2.5. I think that's fair
Yeah.
for
yeah.
the anime. 2.5 out of 5. So yeah, go watch Kuroko's Basketball.
Well,
Let us know how you
Can
felt
I
about
ask a
it.
question for you two?
Sure.
What would you consider a 5 anime?
Cowboy Bebop.
Let's
Ew.
see. I think the last one I gave a 5 was Erased, but I can't
It
compare
was,
it
I
to this
think,
one
yeah.
because it was
Erased
so
is pretty
dark.
good too.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's a really good watch.
Like that
I don't like
anime.
Cowboy Bebop, but I get it. I get why people like it. It's just
Mm.
not my.
Yeah, I feel like I am a little biased because a lot of the ones I like are a little dark. Because I can't think of a more happy, bright one that I gave like a high
What'd you
Nah,
give
rating
Mob?
to.
That's fair.
What'd you give Mob?
Mob, I think I gave Mob a 5.
I thought you gave Mob a 5.
Yeah, I think I gave Mob a
Mob,
5.
Mob's my top three,
So we
goddamn,
watched
for
we
real.
watched the first 2 seasons of Mob too. We didn't even get through the
Mm-hmm.
last
Yeah,
one.
because that was way before we figured out season 3 was coming out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
want 19.99 to rent that movie. Mm-mm.
He looked at the calendar.
Hmm?
I feel like I just rewinded into like 2002.
Fuck.
You know when they have like the premium movies
Yeah.
for like 19.99, and then the other ones were like 3 for 15 or some shit.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
god.
Terminator just came out, rent it for 19.99.
That's
Oh my
that.
god. Huh.
Return it when you want. That's how you knew they was going out of
Oh
business because they started being like return it whenever you
fuck.
want. I'm like, oh, things aren't good.
That just hit my damn. You just hit my heart with that one. Jesus. Like,
All right, y'all, we gotta pick this
oof.
next anime.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
To the
um,
wheel of fuckery we go. God damn it.
so y'all, this is our second favorite part of the anime where we pick our anime that we are gonna watch. For y'all, when y'all see this, it will be the same month. So this will be the anime that we watch for the month of May. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to pick that anime.
See, it's the fact that like we've been on a string of like watching like
And this
some
is
middle of the
updated.
road
I don't know
joints.
why last time it didn't update it, but
Yeah, we got to update it wheel.
all right. What we
Shona
thinking?
do.
What are we looking for, Nick? What are you looking for this time?
Oh my god.
What am I looking for?
Yeah, what are you
Anything
hoping
that's
for?
not 26 episodes, to be honest.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, we got an 8 episode anime, so that went. So
All right, y'all can see my screen.
Yep, you're up there. Ooh, a lot.
oh shit, hold on. Oh, you updated this for real, for real. Yeah, damn.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So here we go. Oh, I forgot to put our logo in the center, but here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and press this wheel, and we're gonna see what we're watching.
There's some good
All right.
picks on here. I'm hyped. All right,
Here
let's
we
see what
go.
we got. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What we got? Oh,
Yes,
oh,
sir.
oh,
All right. I just talked about
oh.
it. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. 12 episodes.
Zom 100.
Hey, that's all I need to hear.
Nick's already hyped.
12
It's
episodes.
already hyped. Look at Nick's face. She's like, yes, it's a shorter anime. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Take me
Yeah.
through there. Take me through there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the shits?
Zom
All right,
100.
y'all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so for the month of May, oh, look at the little one. Hi.
TJ. TJ, hey. Oh my God.
Oh, these 2020 babies are they're a little something. Anywho,
Hey,
uh, yeah, we watching Zone 100, y'all. Y'all heard it, 12
All
episodes. I've
right.
never seen it. I'm going in blind as
I'm going.
always.
I'm going in blind too.
Um,
Hey.
Nah.
so
I watched that maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and nah, it's dope.
yeah,
Put it this
I
way:
know Stik likes this, so hopefully he doesn't
if you
disappoint
hate
us.
your job, if you hate your job, this is the one for you.
Oh,
I,
I used
I'm.
to hate my
The
job.
first episode will draw you in
I
Okay.
am
if you hate your job.
off rip now. Praying this is a workplace comedy now. This gonna be gold.
All right, y'all. So there we go. We watching Zom 100. If you made it this far, if you're gonna watch this anime with us, we will be discussing this anime in our newly created Discord, which I will be making sure that I put the link out more often so y'all have it. So make sure you join the Discord so we can talk about the anime. And yeah, I want to hear that live commentary. So let us know. Um, yeah, we at the end. So I want to thank Pastor Tae for being on with us today and discussing Kuroko's basketball. I love your commentary as always. We always
thanks
have
for
such
having
funny
me.
guests. Like, you know, I don't know
Hey,
what everybody's doing. Is
say.
everybody's just hilarious every time they come on. So appreciate it. Appreciate you being, your authentic self and coming through with
Yeah, yeah.
your perspective and whatnot. Um, and that's it. Am I missing anything?
No, that's it.
All right,
Other than
cool.
that, there you go.
All right,
Uh,
cool. Well, that's it. Make sure you follow us on all socials. Everybody hands up. Put them to the left on 3. 1, 2,
left.
3. Bonsai.
All right.
Fuck it, whatever. Fuck.